Who's the talent now compared to when we were in school?
Overall, it's better. I think the youth coaches are really teaching the right things and putting the time and development into it rather than considering just winning.
Hard nights in the trap, I got paid for this. Lost friends, I lost love, had to pay for this. Now that rollie match the pain, I got change to fix. I done seen the trenches break the real ones apart. You can't fake the struggle when it's written on your heart. I done made it out the dirt, now I play it smart. Not the ones who doubted me, tryna play their part. Told my cousin don't fall, we gon' shine in a minute. Keep them leeches off your plate, they ain't grind just to get it. I was broke, now I'm up, ain't no time to be timid. I done stand 10 toes, even life tried to bend it. If I die today, just know I gave it all. Took some losses and I still stand tall. Pain taught me lessons that the streets could never teach. Now I'm counting on my blessings, I'm the one that they can't reach. I done came from the bottom, I was made for this. Hard nights in the trap, I got paid for this. Lost friends, I lost love, had to pray for this. Now that really matched the
Together, it's one, because it's basketball related. Two, because obviously your brother Tyler. And three, I just feel like we never really I don't know how to explain it. We never really like talked. I don't know.
Yeah, it was always basketball related, basically.
You're coaching for Agawam now?
Yep. Yeah. So I've obviously I got my normal job, a 9 to 5, and then coaching over at Agawam.
You JV, varsity?
So I'm an assistant for both right now.
Oh,
The JV coach is away on vacation right now, so I got the reins of the JV team for basically all week over winter break.
how did that position come to like fruition?
So obviously, Brody, me and Tyler's little brother.
Yeah.
So I was coaching him in suburban in sixth and seventh grade, but when he was in
Hmm.
West Side. And then my dad got the Agawam job probably like 2021. So he made his way over there. And then I started coaching the suburban team in West Side instead of him.
Oh, okay.
And,
All right.
yep. And so Brody's mom ended up moving to Agawam. So Brody's in Agawam now. So his eighth grade year, they already had a coach. So I kind of was like, well, I like doing it. So now I just moved up to the high school.
It was that easy to get the job? Like,
I mean, for me, yeah. I mean, I had the
yeah,
connects.
that's true. Yeah. I mean,
And
go
and
ahead.
obviously, like they all knew me. They know I know my stuff. So it's not like they were bringing in some random off the street. I didn't really have to go through an interview process or no,
So,
because I was around the program
right.
before I even started coaching.
Right, I know that, yeah. You guys should have got involved in like the program so much sooner than you were. I feel like a program coach behind your dad would have been a successful one. You guys are all around the game. I know Tyler's coached at Agawam. Your dad staying around the game?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's he's not leaving anytime soon. I don't think.
So I guess my first question would be is how's the talent now compared to when we were in school?
So I think overall, it's better. Like as an entire class, it's better. But I also think that a lot of that has to do with the youth coaches. I think the youth coaches are really teaching the right things and putting the time and development into it rather than considering just winning.
So are you finding yourself like having to like coach like still the basics at this level somewhat, or are you kind of like, okay, these kids know what they're doing, like I don't really have to implement
So
that?
you still do because there are certain things like not every coach in the youth has broken things down. But I will say from what I've noticed in Agawam compared to a lot of other towns, 90% of it is pretty tough. But us as the high school coaches, we're so involved with the youth. So we've been doing coaches clinics for the youth coaches, where around the suburban tryouts we show face to the games, which brings the kids to the game, so that they know what our standard is, and so do all the other coaches, and that they can ask us questions anytime on things, which is a big help.
So, looking at the group you have now from JV to varsity, is it politically driven as it was back then? Are you guys actually basing like your team around talent, or like is there a little bit of politics involved? Or I don't know if you're not allowed to speak on that, but
I'll be honest, there's no politics involved. The best players are going to play. JV, we play a majority of the kids, like equal minutes for the most part, early on in the season. So we're already 6 games in. So JV wise, now it's coming from the top. Who's going to start playing 60 to 70% of the game? Who are the guys that are the next guys up? So that's kind of how we do it. But I mean, we varsity wise, we got like an 8-man rotation right now.
who's your tallest guy?
We got 6'5". Yeah, 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". Oh, we're got a lot of guards.
A lot of guards.
A lot of guards. We shoot the 3 ball a lot.
Is it more shot driven, or
I think it's more based on personnel. I mean, as when I played at Granby, my dad coached at Granby. He was there for 20 years.
yeah?
And since year one in '99, they shot the 3 ball. Small guards, you're going to shoot the 3.
Yeah.
So nothing has really changed in that aspect of coaching style. Run a lot of stuff to get open 3s, and you're going to live and die by it. Now, there are other teams that don't shoot the 3 well, and they want to get downhill. So it's all personnel based. Some people, we still hear it in the stands: stop shooting 3s, stop shooting 3s. You look at our team, we got 4 guards that take a majority of our shots.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are 6'2" and crazy athletic, but they all can shoot. So what do you think 60% of our shots are going to be?
Right.
Going to be 3s.
Yeah.
It's the way basketball goes. And it's hard for a lot of people to grasp that.
So was it hard coming in to try to like gauge control of like where the team is at as a whole, or was it pretty immediate where it's like, okay, this is the identity of our team, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to emphasize?
So it's pretty easy because everybody's pretty much on board with it. I mean, a majority of the team has played together since they were kids in AAU, suburban, etc. But we do have to rein them in. They do get a little shot happy at times when some of them like to take a 30-foot 3 5 seconds into the shot clock, when realistically you could get that at 15 seconds, 10 seconds. So there are that's the hardest part, but we don't pull you out for taking a bad shot.
That's huge. So
you know it's a bad shot.
Right. You're gonna know it's a bad shot, but it's like you want the player to like fix the problem, and then it's like if he doesn't fix the issue, or he doesn't notice what he's doing, then it's like, okay, then you pull him out, you pull him to the side, you tell him what's going on. It's like I like the fact that we're like even basketball. Like when I'm watching it now, I'm looking at guys and I'm seeing like, okay, they know that was a bad turnover. They know it was an even worse shot. They're still in the game. They corrected the issue, and now they just went on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. So it's like I find that more effective than, oh, you made a mistake, I'm pulling you right off the court. Because personally, that happened to me a lot back in high school. Um, I remember one story. I don't know if you know him, Cam Earl on South Hadley.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Very good
um,
player.
I was obviously backing up Tyler, one of the best guards in the country or the state at the time, and obviously he came off, and I was trying to guard him. I remember running through 7, 8 screens, trying to get a hand up, and then when he scored on me, coach took me out because I failed to do my job. And it's like, I feel like that as a player hinders a player's confidence too. Cause it's like, for the only like minute and a half that I got, I let my guy score 9 points, three threes in a row. So it's like, you're going to take someone off like that who's already low on the ground. That coaching effective or the way you're coaching now? Like,
So I think it's to an extent.
okay.
I think there's a time and place, obviously, time and score. You got to make a change at some point.
Right. Yeah.
But the best way to do that is like, say, for example, a kid makes the same mistake 3 times in a row and his confidence level shot. You wait to take him out until after he does something good. So when you take him out, you can end that quick conversation on a high note. Be like, hey, listen, you got to fight through, like you said, three screens. You got to
Mhm.
fight through those 3 screens a little harder, so on and so forth. But you did your job boxing out. That's great. Keep doing that. Like certain little things like that, like is more effective than just berating them with, you got to do this, you got to do that. But
So
it, there's different ways to approach it with each kid now.
explain that more.
So I've noticed it. You can't yell at every single kid now. I think mental health is a big part of it. I think that COVID messed up so many kids, not only just kids, adults, where they can't handle. Not every kid can handle a stern yelling. That's so you got to really like get to know each individual player and know how they're going to actually respond back. The old school yelling doesn't always work now.
It definitely is like shaping more and more players to become not only more versatile but like more confident and when it comes to like late game situations, like they're making that right decision instead of making the wrong decision. I think that's a huge in the coaching world. But as far as your personal mindset, like what is your like, I mean, you were always like a shooter growing up in high school, and you were a defender as well. But like, what was like your mentality? What's your mentality when you're coaching?
So I like to run. I like to get out. I don't like calling set plays.
Okay.
I think there's a time and place for it,
Hmm.
and I like hard nosed man to man.
So no, none of this eight stuff, the pass and cut offense, and
So I do have that.
you do
So
have
we
that.
have it on our JV team now.
Okay.
Because we're not at the way that I personally would like them to be at. Like they don't work hard enough all the time defensively to give them that freedom. So we can't get the ball out and run.
Hmm.
So I think like if you want freedom, you got to work your ass off defensively.
And you say you're hard nosed man to man defense. What are you? Are you just against the zone?
So I think zone's lazy. I think it's the laziest defense. And when I watch kids play zone their entire lives, they come up, they get to high school. Do you know why they were playing zone?
Why?
Because the parents, just whoever was coaching them, just wanted to win.
Wow.
They were never taught any man to man principle. They were taught to go in there, play a 2-3 zone. You're covering this area. Ball moves, you're going to go step out over there. And because you're making them shoot threes at a young age, you're making them take deep shots. So now when a lot of kids get to high school, you're reteaching everything man to man. They have no idea what help defense is. They don't know how to jump to the ball. You got to reteach everything. And that starts at the youth. These are all things youth coaches should be teaching you, but they don't because they want to win.
That's very interesting. That is such like when we think of it, it's like it's such a easy part to the game that you'd think it's like second nature, but no, like I definitely feel like it's like I respect the way you guys are handling the program. Like you're there to coach and you're there to develop guys. How's practice? Is it like are are these guys like breaking a sweat? Like are they competing for playing time? Like are you guys like dogging them in drills? Like how's practice?
So, you got your good days and your bad days. It's like anything.
Yeah.
It's nothing's ever, you might get that one kid that's not working hard that day. And you sit there and you're like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
Mm.
and so it's like certain things like that. But I mean, I'd say in general, we emphasize working hard because that's where your minutes come from. If you're not working hard in practice, what makes us think you're going to work hard in a game? You're probably not going to.
So you had a situation where like I love that mentality, don't get me wrong, but it's like what if that guy has so like is one of the most talented players in in Agawam in the state, and it's like okay, like yeah, he doesn't work hard, but you still gonna play him, or are you gonna bench him because you're trying to set an example, you're trying to set a tone?
If you are a player and you're very talented and you're not working hard, that gives you that gives off a mentality that you only care about yourself because you're not helping your team actually get
Mm.
better. Because if you're just gonna you working hard forces someone else to work hard, which is getting them better every day. If you're just gonna go through the motions and act like you don't want to be there, you're not benefiting from anything. You'll sit on the bench.
What about basketball made you want to coach, and more importantly, what made you want to play the game so much?
So I think basketball wasn't my number one sport growing up. Everybody knows that it was baseball. I mean, I played in college, did pretty much everything I could do. So
Right.
when I got to college and I wasn't playing basketball anymore, that's when I realized I missed basketball. Then I started playing in men's leagues, playing in these pro-am tournaments with Tyler and all these other things. And I was like, you know what? I'm around the game. I miss it. And when Brody was in sixth grade, I was like, kind of want to start coaching. Kind of just hit me. I was like, I want to learn how to coach
Mm.
because it's so different than having a player's mindset. And I think when a lot of people, like, especially our age, that aren't into coaching yet, they don't understand how hard it actually is, especially with egos nowadays. Kids' egos are insane.
Mm.
Every school, every age, it doesn't matter. So you got to figure out how to deal with those. You got to figure out how to make them work hard. There's so many different aspects of coaching that I had to learn, and I learned them pretty quick. But I also think, too, it was kind of easy for me with my dad being a head coach for now a year 27.
I mean, I'm trying to get into coaching. I mean, I've coached at Basketball World in Connecticut for a basketball camp. Like I coach all my daughter's sports
Yep.
teams. Obviously, sports at a young age are so much different. It's you're really just trying to focus on them having a lot of fun, but it's like I find myself like even doing drills with my 6 year old, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do a pick and roll drill, and I'm like, I'm talking to her like I'm talking to you, and I'm like, you're 6 years old, of course you don't know what a slip off the screen is. Like I have to explain it, but it's like she's grasping the terms like instantly now, and but sometimes I find myself like, okay, like for me, it's like my mind already thinks like, okay, if you're playing basketball there's already a I'm already assuming a basketball like knowledge to you. Like you should know what you're doing at a time. And it's like, okay, James, like, no, they're fucking 6 years old. Like they don't even know
So,
how to catch the ball properly.
so I'll be honest with you. I completely get where you're coming from. This is my 6th year coaching basketball now, fifth, sixth, something like that. And I still have trouble with that to this day. Really trying to dumb things down to get it across. It's hard because I could sit there and use normal ball knowledge to one kid and he'll figure it out right away. Another kid's going to sit there and look at me like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So that it's extremely hard.
You guys lived together, right? You and Tyler at one point.
Yeah.
So like, how was that dynamic like competing against each other? Like, what were those uh, dinner talks like?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're always rooting for each other. So it wasn't, we wanted each other to be the best versions of ourselves.
Hmm.
So there was never any really beef. Like it never existed. Like, I mean, we competed against each other pretty much our whole lives, whether it was in the driveway or just playing pickup somewhere. And
Well, are you saying like, no, I got him, like I'm guarding him,
I
like you're not.
always, if I had the chance, I would always want to guard Tyler because me being a defensive minded player, I
Mhm.
wanted to guard the best player on the floor. And I'd say 90% of the time when we were playing at any age, he was the best player on the floor.
I
If
um
100% of the time.
I joked with Tyler when the last time I was talking to him over Xbox, and I was like, dude, I don't know if we were drinking too much or what, but I was just like, dude, there's not much of a difference between you and Austin Reeves. I'm like, the only thing Austin Reeves has over you is obviously athleticism, but I'm like, when it comes to shooting, you're right there with him. He was laughing and stuff, but I'm like, I think that's a pretty like even comparison. I mean, even Con Kneppel now, it's like envision myself, and I'm like, dude, Tyler can totally compete with these guys. But then I may be ahead of myself, you
I
know?
think Tyler's very good,
Yes, yes.
but those guys in the league, it's it's a different level,
You're
man.
right.
I'll keep it real.
Yeah,
Tyler knows I'll keep it real. It's a different level.
that's me being like, I want him to succeed so much that I'm putting him onto a pedestal that
Yeah.
he don't even need to be on. Do you have like even guys that you're coaching now? Like, are you sitting there being like, wow, this kid just loves the game?
Oh, it's pretty much the entire varsity team right now.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd say the entire varsity team is their number one sport.
That's rare, I think.
Yeah. So even some of the kids that don't enter the game, still their number
Mm.
one sport. We have one
So
we have one senior. He doesn't really play all that much, but great kid, and it's not his number one sport. I think he's the only one that's not his number one.
so I like that you talked about that. Is like how's the morality of the group as a whole? Like you just said like guys might not be getting many minutes on varsity and stuff. Is that hindering their attitude toward the game? Like are they still like, yeah, I'm still all in? Like
It's a for the most part, everyone's all in. Everybody knows what we're trying to accomplish, and everybody's on board with it. Um, I think the fact that our team is so young right now is insane.
You got a lot of sophomores and freshmen.
So we have Brody, my brother, this kid Dylan, this kid Ciro. They were three freshmen on varsity last year.
Oh,
Played a majority of minutes. Then we had, let you know right now, pull up the whole roster with grades. One, two, three, four sophomores, four juniors, a senior, and a freshman.
wow, one senior, huh?
Yeah. So the guys that play 98% of the minutes are all back next year.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But that also makes it hard on our JV level.
Hard. It's like you still have to go out and kind of scout, right?
Oh, always.
Yeah. So you're always around basketball, even when you don't want to be some days. So
Yeah.
it's like,
So, for example, Monday, I got out of work. I had to scout Chicopee Comp in Holyoke because we're playing Holyoke on Monday and Chicopee Comp on Thursday, and they were playing at 5:30. So went over there for the first half. Chicopee Comp they're loaded. They're a top two team in the area. And they played Holyoke, was able to leave at halftime of that. And we played Putnam last night. So we went over to Putnam versus Amherst because they were playing at 7. So we were able to go watch that game, get our scouting report, and figure out what we actually wanted to do against them.
this is music to my ears, man. Like, I just want like what's best for Agawam at the end of the day,
Yep.
and like the fact that like you said, the team is all about basketball. You got a great coaching staff there. Like, I just that alone makes me feel like okay, like maybe I'll come back and like support Western Mass. That makes me feel so much better knowing that
Yeah.
you guys have a hold of that program. Like your biggest lesson you've learned from like coaching and like being around kids.
It's a good question, actually. So, number one, coaching is not as easy as it looks. So, growing up, me and my dad butted heads a lot when it came to basketball, like a lot. And once I got out of high school, is when me and my dad's relationship got way better because we didn't always see eye to eye.
Mhm.
And I think now dealing with the kids, it's great. It really is.
Mhm.
Because some days, like, you could be coming in, you just had a shitty day at work, right? One kid just says something so off topic of anything related and just gets you laughing and changes your entire perspective of the day. So I think goes hand in hand, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're doing an amazing job, man. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.